Let's just talk about that atmosphere last night. I mean, just watching on the internet, I mean, it just seemed like it was just a ridiculous atmosphere.
Yeah, I mean, there was, a ton of Comet fans, and, it was kind of, it reminded me, it's going to sound weird here, but it reminded me when I was in Japan watching a baseball game, whereas one side cheers and the other side cheers. The Comet fans would fire things up, and then the Ice Hawk fans would start going nuts. So it was a pretty cool atmosphere for sure.
And looking at the game, watching it on the internet, I mean, you guys never trailed in that game, which I think was huge because it always had Port Huron kind of catching up to you. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I mean, we it was good. It was a good feeling to be ahead, that's for sure. It's a lot easier that way. But I mean, we were trying to keep the pressure. We kept yelling on the bench, hey, keep the pressure on them. The best defense is when the puck's in their zone, and we were doing the best we can. But I mean, again, we got in some penalty trouble, and hopefully we're learning our lesson. But we'll see tomorrow night.
Yeah, you guys obviously showed a lot of character last night. They had 3 5-on-3s. They scored twice, I believe. And you guys were really tested by the officiating, and you guys overcame that. I mean, did you feel like it tested your character? Yeah,
for sure. I wasn't mad at Hoberg. I was trying to talk to him, saying, hey, are we really being that undisciplined? And he apparently said we were. So I mean, he makes the calls as he sees them. But we were definitely tested last night, and the guys came through.
Is that something you guys are going to address for tomorrow night, just knowing that, every shift really could decide the game?
Yeah, we were able to live in their day, and that's all this team is looking forward to right now. And we know that, again, our backs are up against the wall, and we're down 3-1, and we've evened the series, and we've got ourselves in a good position, but we're against the same place we were 2 games ago. So if we don't win, we're going home.
What's it like, Game 7? 2 years ago it was in the finals, so I'm sure it was just a little more amped up, but this kind of feels like a finals kind of playoff series.
Sure. We talked about it a little bit with the guys before playoffs, and you got a great opportunity in the IHL with only 4 teams being in the playoffs. If you get through one round, you're in the finals, and it's taken guys many years to get into the finals. Never mind win a championship, and some of the veterans and guys who've been here for a while have been spoiled. And being in Game 7, if you had said at the beginning of the year you're going to be in Game 7 and get a chance to go in the finals, it doesn't matter if there's 2 rounds or 4 rounds or whatever it is in the playoffs. I'm sure everybody would take that.
Is Game 7 possibly the best kind of sports scenario ever?
Yeah, for sure. There's no, anybody who's ever played road hockey or street hockey, everyone's, running down the street, Game 7, tennis ball bouncing, trying to get control of the darn thing, and, replaying it over in your head. And, when I was a kid, it was for the Stanley Cup, but, hey, whatever level you're at, if you can be the best, that's quite an accomplishment.
Now, if you could make a push to the fans to kind of pack the jungle, what would you say to them?
It's just sad. It's hard when the fans are making noise, and they're getting the chants going and that kind of stuff. It's you wouldn't believe how difficult it is to play defense and trying to communicate on the ice, and when they're doing that, especially with team on the road, there really are 6 men out there, and hey, if you can come out and support us, we greatly appreciate it.
How much confidence does this team have now after winning these last 2 games?
Yeah, we know we have a great team. There's the thing about the playoffs is there's 4 teams. Everybody's got an equal chance to win, and we feel like we have a team to win. I'm sure everybody else does too. But we know if we stick to our game plan and do what our coaching staff and what the players themselves have asked them to do, we're confident that we got a good chance to win.